What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. And today we are going to be sharing with you how we have gotten 30,000 subscribers. And actually, it's about 33 or 34,000. Although on the channel, depending on when you're watching this, we're about 19 shy of 30,000. Well, yeah, actually, what I mean is this channel has gained over 30, but we've lost subscribers. We're going to talk about why that is actually a good thing. But really what we wanted to do today is just peel back the curtain a little bit and kind of talk through how this actually happened and also how it happened by accident. This channel was actually a non-planned channel, meaning we didn't intend on this channel being the primary channel. I also wanted to share all this with you because I think when we are getting started, we don't realize that this might not be the thing that we're going to be doing in the next year, or it's maybe not the vehicle that's going to get you to where you want to go. So I thought it would be a good idea to share this with you so you can see, okay, they've got 30,000 subscribers. And again, once again, if you're watching this right now or you're here live right now, the time of us doing this, literally like right now, it's 4:02 p.m. We are actually about 18 subscribers shy of 30,000 on the channel that's fully subscribed. And what I mean by that is there's more than that, but some people did unsubscribe. And I know it sucks. We're going to also show you how you can look at your channel and see how many subscribers you have lost. But I just thought it would be a good thing for Scotty and I to jump on here and just talk through what it's taken to get here and how this really was not planned. But then once we decided to make the move to this channel, then we did have a plan. And we're going to kind of walk through all of that stuff. Now, with that being said, Scotty is going to be joining me, although he is tied up right now. He's in traffic. He actually was getting his hair cut because he's having a baby, and we are having a baby shower this weekend. So he was getting his hair cut, and he got held up in some traffic. So he will be here, but let's just give him a little bit of time to get in, and I will actually start sharing what I want to share with you. So very first thing I would like to share is that you might already be getting subscribers that are unsubscribing, and that's okay. And that is a good thing. And you might be saying, but Scott, I want to keep all my subscribers. No, not necessarily. Let me share with you. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up right now. So let me go ahead and pull that up. So if we're looking at this right now, you can see that our current subscribers are, well, this says 29,887. Although if I go into the actual analytics up to date, let me go ahead and give you that right now. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and pull that number up. The last I checked, it was right around 18 shy, I believe. Let me give you that exact number. And let's see here. I'm doing this on the fly, so bear with me. We are at 29,983. So if my math is correct, we're 17 subscribers away from hitting 30,000 right on the surface. But you can see right here that we actually do have 30, or we had 34, what was it? 33,986, and we lost 4,099. And well, why is that? Well, some people are going to subscribe and some people are going to leave. Why is that a good thing? Because, well, we don't necessarily want people to subscribe if they are not interested in the content. And this is going back to what Scotty and I have talked about in the past. This is why sometimes shorts are not really a good vehicle to get you subscribers, because those people just want shorts most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. The other thing is you don't want to be afraid to lose people, because that can also make it to where you start to, you start to conform to what other people want, not necessarily what you want to do. So some of these people might be like, oh, I came in on this one video about, I don't know, everything over 40. And then now I'm not talking about everything over 40. And they're like, well, I only wanted the over 40 stuff, so I'm going to unsubscribe. Fine. Not a problem. And let me know right now. I am curious if you are watching this, whether it's on the live stream or whether you are on watching this on a replay, let me know, are you currently subscribed to our channel? And the reason why I'm asking that is because you can also look at your unique viewers for the month. And it's pretty crazy that a lot of times there's people that are not subscribers, but they watch a lot of your content and they just don't subscribe for whatever reason. And that's okay. They're still going to get suggested your content. All right. So let me know that. And also in the comments, let me know how many subscribers do you currently have right now? All right. So what I'm going to do here though, is let me go ahead and pull this. Actually, I'm going to pull up something that's pretty interesting as well. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick because I want you to see this. All right. I want you to see this. So this here was one of the first videos and it was a short. So as you guys know, Scotty and I started this channel and I'm going to talk about how this channel almost didn't exist and why this was an accident here shortly. Because we didn't start this channel with what we're doing right now. We started something completely different that we thought we were going to be doing, but then found out we didn't really think we were going to be able to build the audience that was going to serve us and we were going to be able to serve them. And it was more entertainment more than it was teaching. But I wanted to share this with you because number one, looking at the numbers, I think is inspiring. Okay. So this video was, I believe it was on like May 12th or 13th. And this was a short. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this real quick and I'm going to let you listen in. It's only 27 seconds. So let's go ahead and listen. And oh, the title was Day One, Starting a New YouTube Channel Until It Gets Monetized. And our whole idea here was Scotty was going to post a short a day until we got to monetization. But then around day 16, we realized shorts might be hurting our channel. And so then we stopped. So in the middle of growing this thing, or not even in the middle, but in the beginning, we were like, okay, we're going to call an audible here. And we're going to say, we're going to change our plan. Our plan was to keep doing these shorts as a daily update. We scrapped it around day 16 and we'll talk about why here shortly. All right. But let me go ahead and play this.
Today is day one of starting a new YouTube channel until it gets monetized. Our first post was 3 days ago. We're currently at 30 subscribers. We're not getting a lot of views right now. We just started posting shorts 2 days ago. Our short from yesterday just hit over 400 views. We also did a live for the first time last night. And today we're going to be doing our first how-to tutorial video, seeing if that gives any push to our channel. So check in tomorrow to see where we're at.
Okay. So I didn't pull that up as far as, but I wanted to kind of show you what the numbers were here. This short got 586 views and it got 3 subscribers. Yay. All right. So that was that one. All right. Now I'm going to fast forward a little bit here and I'm going to go to day 15. Let me know in the comments if you guys can hear that. Okay. Let me know if you guys can hear that before I play this next one real quick. And I'll try to get the screen bigger. So this way here we can see it better. And I'll wait until I hear from you guys in the comments. Let me see here. I'm trying to manage everything at once here. Just let me know if you could hear that audio. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull this next one up. And I'm curious if I can. Let me see here.
Boo.
Uh-oh. There he is. How's that haircut?
Looking good.
Oh, looking good. Looking fly, my boy. Looking fly. All right, Scotty, we're just kind of doing a little show and tell here.
I had it on.
Oh, did you? Okay. Okay. Let me know if I pull this up like that in full screen, does it show full screen? Yeah, it does. Awesome. Yep. Okay, cool.
Oh, it's funny. Yeah, this is good stuff.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Today is day one of starting a new YouTube channel until it gets monetized. Our first post was 3 days ago. We're currently at 30 subscribers.
All right, I already played this one. I'm going to play it again, though, because it's in full screen. Let's do this one more time. Here we go.
Today is day one of starting a new YouTube channel until it gets monetized. Our first post was 3 days ago. We're currently at 30 subscribers. We're not getting a lot of views right now. We just started posting shorts 2 days ago. Our short from yesterday just hit over 400 views. We also did a live for the first time last night. And today we're going to be doing our first how-to tutorial video, seeing if that gives any push to our channel. So check in tomorrow to see where we're at.
All right, we got to look at something real quick. How many views does that have, Scotty?
7 views.
1 day. And that was our first video that was posted on the channel. Let's go here real quick. 33 subscribers with 3 videos. Let's see here. I also wanted to show this one here. Okay, look at this. 94 views a day ago on that one short. And then let me skip through here. Where was it? Oh, okay. There's another video that was a live stream, or no, that was a video that was talking about a live stream. I think, oh no, that was a live. 3 views, guys, 1 like. All right. So I want this to be a little bit of inspiration for you guys. That's why I'm sharing this. Let me go to this one next. I believe this is day 15. Yeah. So this is day 15. And let me see here. Let me go full.
This is right around when we stopped.
Yep. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Day 15 is starting a new YouTube channel until it gets monetized. We're still in the early stages, but we are getting some good impressions and views are starting to steadily increase. We have a video from the other day. Right now, it's over 1.3 thousand impressions.
What? Wait a minute here. I was getting excited. I was thinking it was 1,600 views. It's impressions, guys. We're excited about 1,600 impressions. All right, here we go.
Which is higher than a lot of our videos. It's also at over 40 views.
Whoa, 49 views, 19 more than usual.
And trending up. It still hasn't flatlined yet, which is awesome. And majority of the views are coming from browse features. We have another video going out today. It's a short one, under 2 minutes, but it's going to be answering a question. So hopefully we can have relatable content that people want to click on. We're just going to keep going on this journey. So if you want to stay with us, subscribe to the channel.
Okay. Now, let me go back real quick on that one. And I want to go, it was this one right here. Let's look at the analytics on this one. 2 subscribers and 611 views. Cool.
Look how it's still getting views, though. That's weird.
I know it's ticking up here a little bit. Yeah. So this is interesting. Okay. Now, we did not delete the shorts from the channel, but I will say we did make a little bit of an audible there. We said, hey, listen, we're gonna change this. We're gonna stop creating the shorts, because Scotty and I talked about it, and we said, you know what? I think they could be hurting our channel. So this here is just inspiration for you guys. But now what I want to do that Scotty is here is I want to go back. Okay. Mm-hmm. And why this channel almost did not exist and why it was an accident. Okay. And the reason why, and Scotty, I want to talk about it. You and I started a different podcast. Our idea was we were going to create a podcast where Scotty and I could do something fun together. Right, Scotty?
Yeah.
And we came up with a name of that. And Scotty, you want to share what the name was?
Of the podcast?
Yeah. What was the podcast called?
Yeah, it was the Keeping Score podcast.
Keeping Score. And our idea was we're going to create a podcast, and we are going to, and Scotty, correct me if I'm wrong. Was it initially us talking about what I have done on YouTube, or did we start the entertainment one and then did we turn, like what happened first? I forget.
No, we started it with, first talking about how you were able to, become successful on YouTube. But then we started going into, before we did the entertainment, even we started doing, kind of focusing on, what do we call it?
Big channels,
kind of trend jacking in a sense, where you're going off of the likeness of other people. So we were doing pretty much breaking down channels that have done good or that are, big, like big channels, and how they got to that point. And kind of we went in and we would break down all their analytics, and we would talk about how they were able to grow and what they did to get there. And just kind of what we see and what other people can apply from learning from these big channels and how they can do it themselves. But we didn't get a lot of traction on that. And I think we did it for about 2 months before we switched over to the other content.
It was on a different channel. And so here's the thing. We had no idea where it was going to go because I was also still running my brand creators stuff over there and doing, 4 or 5 videos over there. And this here was just a little side project where Scotty and I, father, son, can kind of work together. And we're like, it'd be a fun little project and we'll see where it goes. But then we're like, you know what? People that are going to find these videos, we're like highlighting these like, big gamers or, someone that's doing something interesting, but there was no really how to. And that's where I said to Scotty, I'm like, we just got to scrap this because there's no how to element to it. And you know what? I'm kind of already teaching over on the other channel. So let's just change it up and do something different. And we'll just maybe go down the entertainment road, right? We'll do something where you and I just talk about stuff that's happened to us that's funny because we like to joke around, or we might do something challenging like do an ice bath or like just something silly. And we watch channels and they seem to get a lot of views, and we're like, maybe we'll just do this as a thing where Scotty and I can hang out together once a week, have some fun. It doesn't have to be a business, it'll just be like entertainment.
Yeah.
Well, we did that for a little while, and then we realized, I don't know that we want to keep doing this. Like, we can do this. We just don't need to roll the cameras. Like, it's fun. But then we were also seeing like, we were getting like, I don't know, there was haters and it just didn't feel good at all.
No, it got to a point where it was just, you got not the best audience all the time. And then it was like, here's the thing too, is like, and I give a lot of respect to comedians and entertainers and all that. Cause like, even though some of them just talk on a podcast, they have a plan of what they're going to talk about. So like, we would do that. We would kind of like, we wouldn't like discuss it in depth, but we might be like, oh, let's talk about this that happened the other day. And then maybe talk some things around this. And we had like maybe 5 bullet points, cause we knew we would take that and put it into short form content that could do pretty good. And, we would do that. And I mean, we got some decent views on the short form. Like the short form, we had a couple videos over 10,000 views and stuff. Mm-hmm. But like you said, there was either a lot of hate in there or it just didn't give us a good look. And then it's like, if we're going to do any other thing on the side that's business, like no one's going to take us seriously when we have this whole channel. And the growth wasn't like crazy. I mean, like, I think that channel only got to like 250 subscribers or something like that. Right. Like you said, then it kind of went away from what you were talking about, which was, your next pivot, your next business, that you wanted to go into. And you're like, I just don't know if it's that. I don't think that's it.
Yeah. Well, okay. And just again, to talk freely about this, some of you know, some of you don't know. And, I've been doing this now a long time. I've been doing it over, really 20 years, but online I'm approaching 16 years. And I've built a lot of businesses on the back of YouTube. But I've never thought of myself as being able to teach that just because there's so many other people teaching it. And then that's where I said to you, Scotty, I'm like, but there are people out there that want to be taught by us. Right. And I also think the father-son thing could work because Scotty and I, we love what we're doing as far as video goes. We talk about it, whether the cameras are rolling or not. We also enjoy working together, and we don't really look at this as work. It's what we do and it's what's fun. Scotty's grown up with it. And a good buddy of mine, Ryan Lee, he said, basically, he goes, you guys got to just be yourselves, go out there, tell your story, and just show people that you guys are a father-son team. And I think that'll resonate with people. And that's what's going to separate you. And that's kind of what we leaned into. That's really why I'm doing this today at the live stream. Scotty and I, I think it was yesterday, I said, I don't even know if we're going to do a live on Tuesday because we're doing a workshop this Thursday, which, by the way, I should probably put a little mention here of that. We're going to be doing a workshop this Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And actually, I do have this real quick. I could.
Well, you can comment workshop too, and we'll
just comment workshop, and we'll send you the details. But we're basically going to be breaking down from this channel the 3 simple step formula that we use to get 1 million views, actually 1.2 million views now, without going viral. I think that's the big one. And we're going to show you how you can ethically copy it in under 24 hours. So that's what we're going to be doing this Thursday, May 1st, depending on when you're watching this. If you're watching this later, you can still go comment workshop. We'll send you a link, and it will probably take you to either the upcoming one that we'll be doing, because we're going to probably do these about every month or every other month. So if you're interested, just go ahead and put workshop in the comments and we'll send that to you. All right. And I just thought I was sharing the screen and I wasn't. It's that right there. So that's what the page will look like, but that's what we're doing. So if you guys are interested, just drop workshop in the comments and we'll send you the link to that. All right. But kind of going back to my point, whenever you are thinking to yourself, like, I need to know exactly what I am doing, where I am going, I'm here to tell you that it's probably not going to be what you set off to do. Okay. It's always going to kind of like show itself as you start moving through it. Even this channel right now, even though we've been doing this now for 10 months on this channel and we've got, just about 30,000 subscribers, there's probably 30,000 depending on when you're watching this. I think we're 17 away right now, 16 away. There's actually 34,000. We lost 4,800 subscribers. Actually, it was like almost 35,000. We lost some, and that's okay. We talked about that in the beginning. But the whole thing here is you're going to start to see, okay, the audience is really resonating here, or the audience is really wanting this. And that's where we'll focus and we'll switch. Now, sometimes you're going to do a dramatic pivot, and that's kind of what we did here, but we started it fresh. We didn't try to take an old channel because it only had a couple hundred subscribers and it wasn't the right subscribers. So we said, let's just start from scratch and let's just go ahead and do this on a brand new channel. And that's really what we've done. But to ask yourself, because that was my, I guess, imposter syndrome that came in, was like, well, who am I? Yeah, I've built multiple 6- and 7-figure businesses on the back of YouTube, but to go out there and show everyone what I've done, there's so many other people doing that. What's going to separate us? And that's where a good friend of mine, Ryan Lee, said, I think it's you and Scotty. I think it's you two doing it together, father, son, having fun, joking around like you guys do, and just being yourselves. People are going to resonate with that, and they're going to like your teaching style, and some will and some won't. And that's really what we're doing here. So I think us being able to get to 30,000 subscribers comes from us making a decision that we are going to go in this direction and see where it leads us. And then here we are. And we've just stayed really focused on that. Little variations here and there. And we're still, tweaking, but I think it's just, and then being consistent. Like, Scotty, I mean, how consistent have we been? I mean, we don't miss.
I don't think we've ever had a week since we started with under 3 videos a week. Not saying that you got to post that much, but I'm just saying that that's what it comes down. I mean, we haven't missed at all. Right. I mean, and it's not, it's fun. The funny thing is, it's not even a fact of, we got to get a video up. It's usually we have too many videos. We need to space them out because maybe we need to let the algorithm, breathe a little bit and do some things. But we have so many ideas. We're like, I just want to shoot a video on it, but maybe we're going to, wait a little bit. So that, at least that's a good problem for us to have, because we're always just thinking content, all the time.
Yeah. I want to bring this up real quick, because I think this is interesting. So, is it Spillaire? Is that how you would say that? Spillaire TV? Crazy. You get a lot, or you go live with 29,000 subs and only get 29 views. Yes. Here's the cool thing though. Okay. Right now, I did not send an email out to our list letting them know that we are doing a live. Why? I'll tell you why. Because we are going to be doing a workshop this Thursday, and I don't want to overwhelm people on our email list thinking they have to go here and they have to go Thursday. I really want them to show up on Thursday, because I think that's where they're going to benefit from that content. But here's the other thing. Right now, there's 29 people watching this. Last week, I think we had, what, Scotty, was it 70?
Yeah, around 70.
70-ish. Yep. How many views does that video have right now, Scotty, from last week on that live?
I think like maybe
it's over 1,500. Yeah. It's over 1,500.
Yep.
So that's also another thing, and I think a myth that they get hung up on is, well, I'm only going to have one person show up live, so why would I do a live? That's a mistake. Our first live we did, we had one viewer. Dream Talking with Vicky. I'll never forget her because number one, she came over from Brand Creators. She's followed me from there to here, and she showed up. And if Dream Talking with Vicky, if you're on today, thank you very much. But we showed up. And guess what? We don't care that there's only, I mean, we care that, you guys are here. We're grateful, but we don't like tell ourselves, well, this was a failure because we've only got 30 people watching us right now. I know that this is going to get views later. And this is another piece of content to connect with the viewer, to connect with the community. So if people are thinking to themselves, oh, I've got 30,000 subscribers, so I'm going to get 1,000 people to show up live, you're going to be disappointed. You look at anyone. I just saw today, vidIQ went live. They have over, is it 2 million subscribers?
They're at 2. I'm actually looking at their channel. They're at 2.1 million.
2.1 million. When I was scrolling, they had 240 people live out of 2.1 or 2.3, whatever, 2 million subscribers. Why is that? Well, because when you go live, not everyone is going to get notified. Not everyone is going to know that you're live, but they're going to get views later. So you can't look at, oh, I've got a whole bunch of subscribers, so my views are going to go up automatically. They're not. So are we focused on getting a lot of subscribers? No. Do we ask for people to subscribe? No. Because we feel like if people are going to subscribe, they're going to subscribe because they want to and because we've delivered value, but also they want to. Now, if you don't subscribe, it doesn't mean that you're worth any less. It just means that you just don't want to be, getting notifications or whatever. And that's totally fine. But this is something that I think people get hung up on. That's why I wanted to bring it to your attention, is that when you're starting, you're going to be like, I don't know if I should go live. No one's going to show up. Who cares? It's going to also give you reps.
Yeah. Here's the other thing too. I know you kind of talked about it, but not fully in depth. And actually, guys, one of the first videos that we did on this channel is about this. If you want to go back in the back catalog, here's the other thing is your live streams, you're going to end up repurposing those. So if you're doing it correctly. So on the Brand Creators channel, what he was doing, which was a little hack, which made it easier on him to do work and only have to do an hour to 2 hours of recording a week to get three to four videos up. And all he would do is you're just going to plan out your live. So you're literally just planning out your live of the topics that you want to hit. You already know the title. So you're already going to kind of have your intro hook. You're going to pause and have your, go right into the video. And then later on, once it's up, you're just going to take a clip of that, whatever it was that you already knew you were going to do, not just a random clip, but you're going to take the clip that you intentionally created and you already have the title and all that because you did it beforehand. And then now you have a separate video. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but you already did it as a live. Why are you posting another video? Because 90% aren't watching it. Like you saw here, 29 people are on this live. Okay. After the replay, we might get 1,000 people that see it. If we took a clip from this and then posted it as a separate individual video, we'll probably get another 1,000 additional views on that. That's totally separate. And that's a little hack that not enough people are doing with their lives. And that's why I know someone said in here, when you had your first live streams, you only have one viewer. Yeah, we only have one viewer, but we made that into a video and then it still purposed itself, right? Like it had purpose behind it and it wasn't a waste. Because we number one, we're getting the reps. Number two, we were getting more videos done.
Yep. I just pulled up our lives. So this live has gotten 3627. And this one here probably had only about 30, 40 people on. This one here, this was from last week. This was one of our better ones, actually, 1,633. Okay. That only had about 70, 80 people on. This one here, 1,426. Again, I think the most that we've had on a live that we just showed up and went live is like, did we ever crack 100, Scotty?
No, I think it was like 93.
93 or something.
High. Yep.
That was our highest. But you can see look at, these are still pulling views, So you can't get hung up on those metrics and those numbers, because also let's say that you do have 5 people that show up, but afterwards you get 150 views. Is that worth it? I think so. And because it's live, it's going to be longer. So you're going to get more retention. You're going to build up some watch time hours. So yeah, so and actually, Scotty, now that you bring that up, there was a clip that we did that I pulled, and I'm curious now. I'm curious if I can find that one, but it was one that we did, and I repurposed it from one of our lives, and it did pretty good. I think it was, let me see here. How many of you have went live? Let us know that in the comments too. Oh, I think it was this one right here. I think it was this one right here. Let me go ahead and pull this up here real quick. Let me see.
Just started a car channel a year ago, and I find it difficult to just get people to hit the subscribe button. 95 subs currently. It's almost like people think they have to pay. Never done a live YouTube. Here's the thing: as long as you're giving value in it, and value doesn't mean necessarily like educational. Is if you're giving value to where they want to see more. And yes, I know everyone wants subscribers because you want to get to monetization, but I can tell you what, after you hit monetization, which I know you're still going after, but like, let's just say we had 1,001 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, now knowing what I know, even with the channel that has 100,000 subscribers, like it's cool. You get a little plaque, like, oh, whoop-de-doo. You don't make any more than the person that has 1,001 subscribers. It's about the views, not the subscribers, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's about the reach. It's about the engagement. I'd rather have only 1,000 subscribers, but be getting an average of 100 comments on every video.
Mm-hmm.
With not even a lot of views, with only 1,000 views every video, but getting 100 comments, because I know those are leads potentially down the road for me, for our business. So as far as like people not subscribing, it's probably the value. Okay. It also like it's going to depend too. And like, are you hitting the pain points in the niche, and are you solving something for someone, for a community, right? Like if you hit those pain points in whatever niche it is, if you hit a pain point and you resonate with someone, you're probably going to get a subscriber out of it eventually.
Right. But here's the other thing too. Is someone coming, like, so Green Mountain Garage, it's funny. I just had a mobile mechanic here, and we just had a whole conversation on how he could be leveraging YouTube. Maybe I'll do a video on that, Scotty. Maybe we should just like break down, because I could share it. Because I don't know what you're teaching or what you're sharing. If you're sharing like a car rebuild, there's all kinds of like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. And if it's like, think about the car shows that they compress a 45-minute show into like days of you like finding the car, and then, you know, like bringing it back to the shop and all these things. And then you want to wait to the next episode so you can see. So yeah, so you just pulled up the channel. All right, let's go ahead and
you know what? We'll do a little deep dive right here.
Yeah. So 2024 Ford Mustang gets form lighting smoke Euro taillights. Okay, so someone's getting those taillights. Green Mountain Garage at Ponies in the Smokies in 2025. Pitts Prep 25. I mean, I could already tell you, like right now, a lot of it's titles. Like there's like, so I'm trying to see, like, also, are you looking at just like car shows, Sunday driving to Madison? Like, okay, that's cool and all, but why would someone want to watch that? You know,
I'll say this too. Not saying you got to post like crazy every week, but it only looks like one a month. It looks like this month was the most you've had.
Yep.
With 2 videos.
Yep.
Right. So if you don't put the reps in, it's hard for you to get any sort of subscribers. Like you're hoping you have that video that just pops. But if you don't have the title, thumbnail, and all of that, then like you got to post more videos then.
Yeah.
Right. Because you're not even putting enough into that one video for it to pop.
What I think though is there's no reason for me to subscribe, because if I watch the one thing like the 2024 Ford Mustang that gets the smoked Euro taillights, why do I want to subscribe to see another car that gets taillights? Like for me, it's all about like for you, if you're watching this right now, you're going to subscribe if you want to, because you know that we're discussing how to grow on YouTube as a small channel. And then as you get into our world, you're going to be like, oh, they're talking about not just like how to get views. They're talking about how to build an email list, which, by the way, we didn't even mention that. We've got 30,000 subscribers. We've got about 10,000 people on an email list. Unheard of. No one else is really doing that. That's also something else that separates us from everyone else, because not a lot of people are talking about that. And that's where the money is made, by the way. But back to my point is like, you know that you're coming here because you're like, oh, they just posted a video on a 3-minute title hack that got them more views. Cool. You watch the video and you're like, oh, that's really interesting. And then you might not subscribe. And then you see another video where we actually show a title that we use that got 50,000 views and how you can use it in your own niche. And then you're like, this is really cool. I'm going to subscribe because I want more content like this. But for here, it's like Pitts Prep 2025. Okay, interesting, but why am I subscribing? You know what I mean? So we have to have a reason to subscribe. And this is why we always say you got to have either a problem you're solving or something that is interesting where it's going to be in series. Maybe you just go around to different car shows and you're just going to show all of the, the Ford Mustangs, or you're going to show all of just the classic cars. And then they're like, oh, this is all about classic cars. I want to subscribe to this, so.
Yeah, and even go like, okay, let's just start even before even all that. Let's just start with the title. Okay. So like your most recent one, right? 2024 Ford Mustang gets form lighting, smoked Euro taillights. Okay. Number one, it's a tongue twister there. It's a lot of information you're throwing at me. I know you're trying to hit Ford and hit the tail lights in 2024. Got that. Okay. But number one, we got to make it sound sexier. I would use an outlier title on that, which if you guys don't know what those are, don't have them, it's when we find these videos that blow up and go micro viral on channels that have small subscriber counts. And we actually have a swipe file of 10 of the best ones. If you guys don't have that already, that we use, we've had people use on our channel as well. If you comment hooks down below, we'll send you that. And I'm actually going to give you one right now. I'm going to give you one for that one, and we're going to reconstruct that. So for that one, instead of that, right, I think talking about the smoked Euro taillights, I think, yeah, that's probably something that people would be somewhat interested in on the Ford 2024, whether they like it or they don't like it, right? Or how you can make it better, right? So there's definitely some things you can go into with that. I'm just going to take one of our outlier titles and
go ahead,
reconstruct this one. So I would change it to something like the problem with Ford Mustang's smoked Euro taillights and what you need to know.
There you go.
So something like that. So right now you're already addressing the problem by saying the problem, the problem with Ford Mustang's new Euro taillights. And then you can even put in brackets, I wish I knew this. I wish I knew before I bought. Whatever, right? Like adding that in there, it's also a little bit of FOMO, fear of missing out, to where you're having information that you're alluding to what you're going to be talking about. And people are like, I don't want to miss what they have to say, because maybe I was in the market for looking for a 2024 Mustang. I did see the Euro taillights and I was a little iffy on that, right? So now I'm already kind of saying that in the title. So now when I click on it, you're going to give me that information of what your opinion is. Now, I might have the complete opposite opinion, but I might click on your video now, and now I'm looking for the taillights of everything you had to talk about. So maybe I liked it, maybe I didn't. But now I'm getting that value from it, and I at least appreciate the time that you put into it to say that now you could get a subscriber out of me because you're hitting that pain point that I'm looking for, right? Yeah. And for you in the car market, people are looking to buy cars, right? Like that's probably one of the biggest
either
things.
Buy cars or fix cars or mod them. Yeah.
Yep, mod them, all of that, right? They're looking for those solutions. So it's giving them solutions on it. And the solution doesn't necessarily mean you need to go fix something. It could mean having a review on something that they were curious about, that they were thinking of smoking out the taillights. And maybe you're like, go with this brand over this brand and why you did that, right? Like there's different things you could go into, but it just builds that curiosity. And that's what we always talk about, is building that curiosity. And that starts, number one, in the title, because that title leads to your impressions. And then number two is your thumbnail. Like, I like that you had in the most recent one we were just talking about, I like that you have the Ford in there, but I would want emphasis on the taillights, because if I didn't have text, even with the text there, but let's just say the text wasn't there, I don't have any story behind this. All I know is it's a car, it's a Ford car. And I think you're kind of, something is here like a shadow. Looks like a person, and you try to PNG a person in there. If it was me, I'd zoom in on that taillight, put a big red circle around it, and be like, why?
Yep.
Right? Like you did do, why did Ford do this? That's okay. I wouldn't put it in red. I'd put it in white with a stroke behind it, but then have an arrow with a circle around the taillights. Like, why did Ford do this? You know,
Yep.
Ford's big mistake, you know, like that just, again, builds curiosity. Now they're going to read the title. Now, when they see it's about the taillights, which they thought it was, because that's what the thumbnail was. Now I'm going to go to your video. And then ultimately your value is going to be inside, which is where they're going to decide to subscribe.
Yep. All right, guys, that's a little coaching for you. There you go. Free of charge. But yeah, so was there a reason you put this screen back up?
Oh, no, I didn't know if you were going back to that.
Nah, I'm good. So again, like we're kind of all over the place here today, but that's okay. Because really the goal of us doing this today, number one, to answer some of these questions and concerns, because I think it's a a big stumbling block for people, but just to kind of share with you that when you're starting your channel, it may start as one thing or in a direction, and then you're going to start to see the direction as you are kind of going through this process. Also, you may start something and scrap the thing altogether like we did. Okay.
Yep.
Like when we set out to do this, I would say, honestly, we've been thinking about it for 2 years. And then we finally did something, I would say probably, I don't know, 15 months ago. And then the first like 5 to 6 months was us just kind of like just playing, just kind of doing some stuff and seeing. And then it kind of hit me too. I'm 52 years old. I'm like, okay, what do I've been teaching this stuff for a long time, not this stuff, but like e-commerce and like selling online and marketing and email list building and all of that stuff, built multiple businesses. And I'm like, what do I want to do for my second act, my second chapter here of life? Right. And I'm like, I want to help people build audiences, because that's where people can change their lives. Like they really, truly can. And yes, it's using YouTube and leveraging that, but it's then what do we do after we've gotten the views? And that's really, and Scotty and I talked about this just the other day. We're going through a slight little tweak again, because the audience that I want to serve is the coaches and course creators, online businesses that are paying for ads right now, that are spending on ads, that are trying to build their funnels and get those, like those people. If I shared with them how I'm getting emails every single day, I should say, Scotty and I, we're getting anywhere from 50. We've had as much as 250 emails a day that we are collecting for free that we used to pay for, and we're not anymore. And if I could share that with coaches and course creators and online businesses, and I could share with them, hey, do this thing over here, they would pay us a lot of money. They would pay us a lot of money to basically help them with that, because that's a big problem for them, because steady lead flow is what they need. But we also know that there's a community of people out there that are small creators that just want to build a channel that could maybe turn into a business. And that's who we want to serve. But it didn't start like that. At first, we're just like, let's just get some attention, which we're following our 100K roadmap, by the way, which is basically what we've kind of done over the past. I've been doing it for 15 years, but like Scotty's been doing it with me probably for the last 5 years, helping me with the other channel. It's what we call our 100K YouTube creators roadmap. It's a 100K roadmap. We call it 18 pages. If you want a copy of that, just put 100K in the comments. We'll send it to you. And yes, you will join our email list. And if you want to unsubscribe from that, you can. There's a little link at the bottom. You can unsubscribe anytime. But yeah, that's how it works. And what we just did, it's exactly what you should be doing. Deliver something else of value. Going back to the car person, right? What could you give someone? Maybe you are someone, and we actually, Scotty, you actually identified a channel that they were just focusing on Teslas. That's all. Yep. And they're focusing on like different, Tesla things or updates or this, that, or the other, right? Well, you could easily put together like a checklist of what you need to know before you buy your Tesla, right? If you want a copy of that, just put checklist in the comments and we'll send it to you. And don't do that. We don't have one for that, but you get what I'm saying. And then all their content is about Tesla updates, the Tesla truck. You know, they went to a car show and they had a whole bunch of trucks and their Tesla trucks. And what are the negative things about it? What are the positive things about it? What are the things that go wrong? What are some recalls? What are some news? All you're talking about is that one thing. And it's so much easier to build an email list when you're talking about one thing than it is to be like all over the place. Like I took a trip to Yankee Stadium and here's in my classic car. And then the next one might be like, did we make it through the tunnel bridge? You know, I saw that was one of the other comments, or one of the other titles, like has nothing to do with anything related. So we have to figure out what is it that you're actually going to do. So going back to my mechanic, my mobile mechanic, which he just called me, he's going to be giving me an estimate. I need to know fuel pump on my 73 Mustang. So I had him come out and I'm talking to him. I'm like, dude, you got to basically set a camera up and just record yourself fixing people's cars. Then just upload it. There's a car channel right now. I forget the name. It's got like 5 million subscribers, been doing it for probably 10 years. Got to be making $20,000, $30,000 a month. Just from posting, fixing people's cars that he's getting paid for. So he's fixing people's car, getting paid for it. And then he's collecting AdSense money on the back end, probably affiliate products too, for people that want to fix their own cars. So there's all of that stuff that goes into it. I blew his mind. He's like, wait, what? Like people are actually making money. He goes, that's some wizardry stuff. That's what he said. He goes, it's like wizardry. I'm like, no, it's not. It's happening. But that's how my brain works. It's like, I have to think, what is the content that we're going to be able to create? 4 pieces of content, 5 pieces of content. And it's going to be coming at different things from different angles. That's going to be attracting those people. If it's the cars, classic cars, you're going to go to classic car shows. You're going to go to meetups. You're going to go to rallies. You're going to go to all these fun things. People are going to follow along because they're interested in classic cars. Right. And that's the name of the game. And that's what we've done. Right. And that's what's gotten us to 30,000 subscribers. And we're going to be doing another one of these when we hit 40,000 and another one when we hit 50,000. So documenting, I think, also is a big thing that you can do. And we're doing right now. So if you guys are interested in having a distilled version of us in our 3-step formula that we've come up with from growing this channel from 0 to 30,000 subscribers now, but also 1.2 million channel views to date without having a viral video, this Thursday, May 1st, 8 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to be walking through those 3 steps in that formula. All right. And if you're interested, just put workshop in the comments and we will send you the link so you can go register. And it's free. There's no charge for it. All right. So if you're interested, workshop, put it in the comments. Scotty, we got time for a quick few questions?
Yeah. Let's see. We got 2. What about vertical live streams? Is it worth it? We have not done any vertical live streams because it throws it in the shorts feed. So then now you would essentially start building your channel off of short form viewers. I know a bunch of channels that not even just did shorts, but have done vertical lives. They get 20,000 views on the video. It's great.
Yeah.
And there's no ROI on it. Like the RPMs are still low because it's a shorts feed. It doesn't count as, the regular horizontal feed. The subscribers don't help with the long form videos. It actually hurts it because it ends up pushing it out to short form content viewers. So it hurts it in that aspect. So we have not done it. Now we'll let you guys down a little inside. We are testing on another channel right now, short form content, seeing if we get any sort of anything from it, and kind of also to use as a case study so we can kind of talk about it. Dad, we might gotta do a vertical live on there and just test it out.
Yeah, maybe. I think that's also something else I want to bring up. If you are going to be doing any type of short form content, our recommendation for us anyway, doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. Like you saw in the beginning, we've done 16 shorts on this channel, which we didn't delete them or archive them. We just basically let them be, and they're still picking up some views, but we realized that we didn't want to gain a whole bunch of subscribers from shorts on a separate channel. totally okay, because now you can cross promote that if you want to. So we're testing that. That's a little side project that Scotty's testing. I'm not touching it. And he's going to report back and we'll kind of check in and see if he's able to get any traction. It's not even getting views. Like Scotty, you've gotten some that have gotten like 1,000, 2,000 views.
Yeah.
But the big critical thing that we need to get is we need to get those comments where people say 100K or hooks. We need people to comment to want to get those resources, because that's where we get the email address. If we're not getting those views, to me, it's not worth the time for a shorts viewer if we're not getting the ROI either on a long form view or someone that's going to join the email list.
Yep.
100%. So, and I think that's another thing that I think we should talk about real quick, is that we need to stay focused. And it's hard because we see people saying, there's even gurus out there that are saying, post everywhere. Take your content and spread it out wherever you can. Take a live, chop it up into 50 clips, put it on TikTok, put it over here, put it over there. And then all of a sudden you feel overwhelmed and you think you got to keep up this pace. What have we done? We killed shorts temporarily. And we said, we're just going to go all in on long form. And that's what we've done. And Scotty just recently, after 10 months, is now dabbling with shorts on a separate channel, which we're not even going to mention the channel here because we don't want you to just go over there to check out the channel. We'd rather it be a little secret project that we can totally have kind of under the radar so we can get some real data.
Which John says he saw it. So John, you already got hit by the
Well,
algorithm.
keep it quiet, Johnny boy. And John, how many times did I say okay? Did you count this time? Was it 452 this time?
He said he gives away free targets and collects free email. Yep, that's how it's done. Ask John. He knows.
Yeah, John knows.
Part of our 1K collective. The OG.
Yeah, he is an OGer.
An OG.
Yep. John says, okay. See, this is what I mean. Okay. I just said it again. Okay.
Now
this is where Scotty and I, we can poke fun and it's okay. And we need those people in our lives. And John is one of those guys. Like, we could poke fun at him. He could poke fun at us. And it's all out of love. And it's fun. So there you go. Okay. All right. So let's see here. We answered that. And I think that is going to wrap it up. Let us know this though, real quick. And there's two things now. One is what drew you to our channel? What made you go like, okay, I know there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of people sharing this stuff. What kind of turned you on to our content and our channel? Just curious. If you could let us know that in the comments, I'd love to see it and hear it. We get a lot of people that go, love the father-son duo. I love like the dynamic. I love it how you guys play. I love it how your relationship, like I love seeing that. That makes us feel good because we're just being ourselves. We do that anyway. And by the way, if you guys want to see that on a weekly basis, number one, we do our live streams here, but we also do a podcast every Sunday, and it is posted on our channel at 1 p.m. Eastern time on Sundays.
Yep.
Now, you see what I just did there? I didn't tell you to subscribe, but if you want to receive them every week, you might subscribe. I didn't tell you to subscribe. See what I did there? So there was that. And I forget what the other thing was now, Scotty. I was trying to think about what was the next thing that I wanted to share.
We got a workshop on Thursday.
We do have a workshop on Thursday. It's going to be amazing. It's our second time doing this one. Yeah, I believe it's our second time. Mm-hmm. I think it's been about 4 or 5 weeks since we've done one. The response last time was amazing. So we're going to do it again. It's where we refine it. We tweak it as we go through it. I believe, yeah, I wanted to know why you decided to follow us. Oh, I know what it was. And this is Scotty. This is just me talking to you on camera, but we could have this conversation later.
Yeah.
You know what I've been noticing though? There's a guy, I think his name is Rick. I forget his last name. I'll send you his stuff. He's he interviews a lot of great artists, but he started small. And he's got a channel of about 1 or 2 million subscribers. Okay. And what he does, and I noticed that Omar is doing this from Think Media. Now he's got the video department thing. He's been doing this too. He cuts in around 4 minutes in and he goes, "Hey guys, I just wanted to pause here real quick."
Oh, the sponsorships?
No.
Oh,
No. He cuts in and he goes, "Hey guys, I just wanted to jump in here real quick. If you're a subscriber, I want to thank you. But the crazy thing is, I was looking at my analytics, and did you know that 70% of the people that watch do not subscribe or are not subscribed to this channel? Hey, if you want to subscribe and support the channel, I would love that. And it'll also help us get more guests on the show because they like to know that they've got an audience. If you would subscribe, that would be amazing. Let's get back to the show." That's what he does.
that's smart.
So I noticed that he did it as well. Omar did it the other day. So I'm wondering,
Do we add that into the podcast? Yeah.
I'm wondering if we add that into the podcast.
It's not a bad idea.
Maybe.
Try
It's something that we possibly could do. One thing we don't do is we do not start the video and go, "Hey guys, welcome to the video." Or welcome back to the video. You might be a new subscriber or not even a subscriber. You might be a new viewer, and we're just assuming that this is your third time seeing us. You might not even know who we are, and you're opening up and going like, "Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks so much, man. Hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to talk about this, but before we get started, could you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell?" And we haven't even delivered any content yet, so we'll never do that. Will we ask for a subscriber occasionally? Maybe. We might test that way of saying like, "Hey, did you know that 30% of our viewers are subscribers and 70% aren't? Hey, if you want to subscribe, just hit that subscribe button and you support the channel." Like, we could do that maybe.
Yeah.
So maybe, I don't know. We'll play around with that.
We'll dabble.
We'll dabble. All right. That's going to wrap it up, I think. But guys, last little call here. If you are interested in joining us this Thursday, May 1st, 8 p.m. Eastern time, live, make sure that you put workshop in the comments, or you can just go to the description and you'll probably find a handy little link there. All right. So guys, that's it. That's going to wrap it up. As always, take care, take action, have an awesome, amazing day, and get after it. Talk to you later. Bye.